Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Phil. In today's video we are making naan. So today we're making garlic and buttered naan. They are so yummy. This you can serve with some butter chicken. I've made some butter chicken before, so I'll link the recipe on the description box down below. So this one you can serve with butter chicken, beef stew, anything that you want. It's so good and I'm telling you, you're going to love it. So without saying more, let's get started. So for our first step, we are going to activate the yeast. So make sure you're using fresh yeast. So this step is very important. This is to determine if the yeast is alive. So I've just mixed yeast and some warm water. I'm going to place that in a warm place for about 5 minutes. Next, you will add flour to your bowl. So here I'm using 3 cups of flour, and then I'm also adding sugar. I'm also adding salt. I'm going to mix this well until everything is nicely incorporated. Remember to get the whole written recipe and the measurements in the description box down below. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. Make sure to subscribe for more of my amazing recipes. So next I'm going to add yogurt. So here is plain yogurt. I'm also going to add oil. You can use vegetable oil, canola oil, or even coconut oil. And also I'm adding the yeast. So you can see our yeast is ready. If your yeast doesn't have these bubbles on top, that means that your yeast is not alive. So make sure you use fresh yeast. I've also added warm water. I'm going to mix this well until I have a very nice sticky dough. So right now I'm just switching to use my hands. So I'm going to knead this for about 5 to 7 minutes until I have a very soft dough. If you feel that your dough is a bit sticky, you can add about 2 tablespoons of flour to make it not that sticky. So here our dough is ready. And by the way, if you have a dough mixer, the better. You can make this process very easy and quick. So for our next step, we are going to proof our dough. So I've just oiled the bowl. I'm going to place this dough, and then we are going to cover it with a kitchen towel. We are going to place it in a warm place. I would prefer maybe an oven. I normally prefer heating an oven for about 5 minutes to make it warm, and then you place the dough, which will make this process very quick. Meanwhile, as the dough is proofing, let's make the garlic and butter spread. So you'll just mix melted butter, crushed garlic, and salt. You're going to mix this well for about a minute or 2. So once you're done mixing, you'll place this aside. We will add some coriander leaves, but when the naan is ready. So our dough is ready. It has been sitting for 40 minutes. So just give it a light punch to release out some air buildup in the dough. And then for our next step, we are going to divide this dough into small balls. So try to make these dough balls at least of the same equal sizes. So this dough will give you about 8 to 10 small balls. So for our next step, we are going to stretch out the dough pieces. So what you'll do, you'll lightly oil your working top, and then just using your hands, we are going to stretch out the dough from the center to the outside. You'll keep on doing this depending on how thick or thin you want your naan to be. So for me, I always like my naan very thick. So once you're done stretching it, you'll spread some oil on top, and then next you're going to cook. So you're going to place the naan on top of a very hot pan. Make sure that your pan is very hot. This is a very important step. And I've also spread some oil. So once you see some bubbles on top, you're going to turn it. So each side you'll cook for about a minute until it's nicely browned. Once it's done, you're going to remove it from the pan and continue with the other remaining dough pieces. So you're just going to repeat the same steps as we did earlier with the other remaining dough pieces. So I like making naan a lot as compared to making chapatis, because as you can see, naan is not very hard to make, and it also doesn't require so many processes as compared to chapatis. So if you're that person who doesn't like making chapatis, or you don't have time for making chapatis, I think you can just make naan, which is also a better option to serve with your beef stew or even some meat dishes. And the naans are ready. So what you'll do, you're going to spread the garlic and butter mixture, but first we are going to add freshly chopped coriander leaves. We are going to mix that well until everything is nicely incorporated. So just take a brush, and then you will brush each side of the naan with the mixture, and then once you're done, you're going to serve it with your favorite stew or curry, and I hope you enjoy. And that's all we're making today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're going to make yourself some naan, and don't forget to tell me how yours came out on the comment section down below. Remember, you can find more of my amazing recipes on Instagram at Phils_kitchen or on Facebook at Phil's Kitchen. So till my next video, bye.